I have Johanna after...
Hi!
How many years back we saw you?
Some months, not years.
Come on, years. We are glad to have you back, by the way.
I'm glad to be back.
Can you tell them like what can they expect from today's video?
Okay, so as you know, maybe you don't, but school system in Germany is a little different than in all the other countries of the world, I would say.
Yes, like really, we were sitting down talking random things. All of a sudden this topic came up, school systems, and I was like, okay, what is so special about that? I mean, isn't it supposed to be straightforward that a person goes in first grade and passes out in 12th grade and goes for bachelor's and then master's and you know, so on and so forth.
That's
but
not the
when
case
she
in Germany.
started talking, and I was like, no, wait, I have to make video about that. That's why this video is happening.
I'm gonna talk about what path of school system I took and where I went to school, and a little bit of the structure. So
yeah,
how does the school system work?
Right, I
overall.
think, yeah,
like,
correct.
Just to have an overall view.
I'm more interested to show you guys the structure of the whole school systems here. How much good and how flexible it is for someone who wants to study at certain level and still get a job, and how much level you study, that's what you get at the end.
Yeah.
See, one of the things what I liked about German school systems after learning for last 4 or 5 days is it gives so much flexibility. Like you're gonna see that when I want you to explain them, like at what level people do what, and what kind of jobs people can expect and all that.
Yeah.
But definitely, I will say it's thumbs up, like really good. And still, there is a lot to learn about German school systems. It can be really like a 1-hour video, but we'll try to keep it short, you know.
Yeah.
We don't want to. We're just gonna give you basic information, right?
And yeah, and if you feel lost and if you think like, oh my gosh, I understood nothing or anything like that, just let us know in the comments or ask us anything of a specific thing that we couldn't talk about in the time, and we can get back to that.
I mean, that's what I felt on day one when you started talking about that. I was like, what are you talking about? And then I had to read about it, you know. But we'll try to keep it simple. We promise you, okay?
And I definitely will read all the comments of you, so just let me know if like you want to know some specific thing too. Alright,
for now I'm actually hungry, so go to there's a pancake shop.
Yeah, let's grab something.
Yeah, let's go. So we're in one of the waffle stores, what she got me. This is not waffle, sorry, pancake.
Yeah, it's a pancake, yeah. But it's also a waffle store.
Okay,
It's waffles and pancakes.
I'm gonna show you this. The store is so cool. This is more like a concept store, right?
Yeah.
Look at all these.
I think they make their own chocolate here.
Huh?
They make their own chocolate here.
Oh, really? Okay. Yes.
Those are so yummy.
Yeah. So.
I already got you.
Oh. Okay. Thank you, Johanna. Pancakes. Okay. Something I want to show you guys. See?
Guten Appetit.
Guten Appetit. Once I'm done, we're gonna start with the actual part of the video today. Alright guys, so we're done with the snacks slash good food. Did you enjoy that?
Yeah, it's really
It was
really
apple
good.
puree pancake. Now I've studied in India, okay, I don't know how it works out here, but as I introduced you guys at the beginning of the video, how complicated it sounded to me, then what about other people who are planning to come here with their families? So I'm gonna request Johanna, please, if you can just draw more of a structure, because that's what my audience is used to. You know, I normally draw it, doodle it, and then show it to people.
Yeah, okay.
So she's going to be doing, and that's going to be completely your experience.
Yeah.
Right? The way you have grown and brought up here in the school system.
Yeah, okay.
Cool, let's go ahead.
Excuse my writing.
No problem.
Okay, I'm gonna draw a timeline right now. And on this we start with kindergarten here. And then we have primary school. So we start with first class, like the first when you become a school kid. First grade until fourth grade. So this is pretty much the timeline from now on. I'm gonna start with, in some cases, so kindergarten is optional. You can either not go to kindergarten and just start in first grade, or you go to kindergarten, right? Then if you went to kindergarten and you start first grade, from first to fourth grade, you are in primary school.
From first to fourth.
From first to fourth.
But I guess it's only in some of the
states. For
of
example,
Germany, right?
For example, in Berlin,
Yeah.
it's from first to sixth.
Sixth?
To sixth.
Okay.
In seventh already starts the new school system. So this is also called primary school or elementary school. After sixth grade, in seventh grade, you are in a different school. That's until you get to the first graduation, and that's after ninth grade. You would be in Hauptschule. In Hauptschule, you only have from 7th to 9th grade, and then you leave school, you're done with school, and you can do a job, work as a waiter or waitress, do an apprenticeship, start doing things where you don't need college or university. You don't need a bachelor. So this happened, you go from primary to Hauptschule. Or you go from primary to Realschule, which is until 10th grade. This is called Realschule. So after 10th grade, year after 9th. So after 10th grade, you have an exam, or in 10th grade you have an exam that is called the MSA. After you successfully finish the exams for the MSA, you can get off school and are done with school and continue on doing stuff you can do after Hauptschule 2 and can do further studying. So you can go to Abendschule or other schools where you can have a Fachabitur, which I can explain later on too.
Okay.
So after primary school, you could also go to the Gymnasium, which is until 12th grade. It used to be, for example, in Berlin, it used to be until 13th grade. In some federal states, it might also still be the case. So I'm just gonna draw it like this because in some states it's still that way. But usually you have the exams, the Abitur, that's the huge exams you have in 12th grade in the Gymnasium. Gymnasium, the name doesn't require, like, it's not a school where you
do
sports.
physical sports.
No,
Yeah.
no.
Okay.
We do have sports, but it's not where you physically do sports. It's just the old name comes from usually in Greek times, blah blah blah, so forth. Only those schools had sports as their main, but now sports is only a small part of graduation system, of the school system. So it's basically just high school, like regular high school.
Right. Like
But for the smarter kids, we always like.
gymnasium is typical school what we have in our country, which is you get into school from standard 1 till standard 12th, and then you pass out and then go for your graduation, which is, or your bachelor's.
Yeah, but as you said, when you finish 12th grade in your school
Mhm.
and you want to go and start your bachelor, for example, here, you have to do an extra year or even 2 years, and that's because
Yes, when we
Germany
come
thing.
here. Yes. So she's talking about student colleague.
because gymnasium is supposed to be where you have a lot of courses, a lot of things that you need to learn and you need to know in a very short time. So it's 12 years is really cramped up to know all this.
Right.
So, for
That's
example,
why I think they want to bring people when they come from foreign to up to that level, I guess.
Exactly, that's what
Right.
they're trying to do. There is another school that's called Gesamtschule, which also sometimes it goes up to here, sometimes not. So is called Gesamtschule, and basically what that means is Gesamtschule means it combines Hauptschule, Realschule and Gymnasium. So, for example, you don't know if you can do Gymnasium, but you want to try, you can go to Gesamtschule, and if you can take different courses. For example, in mathematics you can be a higher level, for example Gymnasium level, for example on Realschule level or Hauptschule level. So you have still, in a year, you do different things depending on your level of what you're capable of mastering.
Right. Okay. You did primary school in Thuringia?
Yeah, until 4th grade.
And then you came to,
I came to Berlin.
And then you came to Berlin, you did 5th and 6th. You have done Gymnasium?
Yeah. After 6th grade, so in 7th grade I went to Gymnasium.
So I quickly want to ask you, like, see, this is what I really liked about your system is, it gives you flexibility. When do you want to exit from school? So if someone wants to be a graphic designer, I don't want to study any other courses because, see, I mean, you know, a lot of people would actually say this is such an absurd argument that you don't want to study and you want to already at an early stage of your life want to exit out of school, right? Hauptschule, where people only study till 9th grade, right? And their career for school is ended. Mm-hmm. So they usually go and do small skill jobs, right? Where they only acquire skills. For example, working in kitchen, right? Being a cook.
Yeah.
And it gives them a flexibility to exit the system and go and experience the real world.
Yeah.
Or if you want to study a bit more, then you go and do Realschule, which is until 10th grade.
Yeah, you got it. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I'm getting it.
Yeah, the cool thing is, for example, I know from Americans that they say, oh, I quit school. And then they just don't have
anything, right? Yeah. Like completely, like
when they quit school, they don't have an exam or anything that, like, it doesn't matter if you quit in 9th grade or 11th grade, when you don't have an exam at the end,
right?
Then you just quit school. And here you still have the possibility to have something in your hands
and you will be employable after that.
Yeah.
Right? That's the whole point. So ultimately, no matter at what stage you leave, you will certainly be eligible for certain kind of jobs. Everyone here, what I understood from Johanna and my other friends also, that everybody aims to go to Gymnasium, which is from Berlin, it's from 7th till 12th grade, which is typical school time, and then you give your Abitur, which is the board exams for us, and then once you clear that, you're eligible for bachelor's now, right?
Yeah.
So you go and do your bachelor's, and then that's what leads to your master's then.
Yeah, exactly.
So a guy who has done Realschule or Hauptschule, forget about doing bachelor's.
It's not impossible to do bachelor's. You can go to an evening school or...
so there's always a possibility,
there's
right?
a possibility to like do an Abitur afterwards.
Anyway guys, that was just the basics. This whole video can literally go up to 1 hour. Okay, there's so much depth to this topic, but I just wanted to give them an introduction about this.
Yeah, we have talked about the positive things, but there clearly are some negative things about that too. We can go into the depth of that.
There's a lot of because the other day when we were talking, I was so curious to know, okay, what about this and what about that, and anyway, but I really liked. Let's go out.
Okay, yeah, I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope you learned something from it, and if you have any questions...
Tiny bit, not everything. I don't think so that you would have got it, because this is my 4th or 5th day sitting like this, and second time sitting with her with pen and a paper. So I definitely don't expect, that you to know completely, but this was more of a general knowledge thing,
Exactly.
Most of the people or my viewers they've already crossed 12th grade at least, I guess.
Yeah.
I guess so,
To have an overview,
just to know like what happens and how it happens on the other side of the world and compare ours, Alright guys, I would like to end the video here. If you enjoyed it, hit that thumbs up button, and I hope to see you next time, and I hope to see you guys next time also.
Bye.
Bye bye.